So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Busy, busy, busy. Are you busy? Let's talk about it. Let's go. So we've got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna take a break from my chores for a few minutes. Welcome you back to the channel. Welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Ginger says hello. Cock-a-doodle-doo, we hear you, buddy. Beta says hello. That's my mean little rooster. He thinks he's mean. Yeah, we're talking about you. But guys, welcome back to the channel. A lot going on today. Let's keep this short and sweet. Everything is great here today. Beautiful weather, 70 degrees in East Tennessee. Spring is definitely all around us. We're gonna have more cold weather. Don't get too excited. Bumblebees and whatnot. I believe that's a bumblebee. Where you going, buddy? But guys, the Fed had two choices in this matter. Inflation, more of it, or sending you into a depression. Now that is the language that a lot of your financial experts will tell you. You guys out there are a lot of you are very well versed in this situation. But let me tell you, if I were you and you were me, and I've already started, I would be preparing very hard right now, because by what we've seen, by the language of yesterday, even if you listen to different financial channels, and some of them had different opinions on what's the Fed gonna do and when. There's been one thing which mentioned the two things I said before, which is whatever they decide to do, this is pretty much going to be your choice. Well, they are apparently going to cut rates. That's the path that they are telling you that they are going to be on, right? Now, when exactly that's going to happen, some are saying that maybe June, whatever. How much is a guess. Everybody likes to guess conservatively and say 25 basis points. But guys, they lost the battle. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Go to the grocery store. Just ignore all they tell you. Remember, all that stuff, all the stuff they tell you is just one big fat fib, right? It is. They've chosen inflation for you. Are you excited? Now, time's going to tell on this. It's a political year, guys. It's a major political year. It's an election year, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why they're doing the things that they are, regardless of what they tell you. I mean, really, you don't have to really know much about anything. You just have to have had some life experience and go, well, they're doing this because of this. I mean, really, truly, honestly. But we know all the inflation lies. We've been talking about this for 2.5 years now, and all of the things that we've been seeing with prices. You go to the grocery store, you're watching gas jump. You know, you understand all about inflation. You understand that people have literally drained their savings accounts. Okay, they're draining their 401ks, living paycheck to paycheck, taking on so much debt that they can't see straight. Okay, it's massive. Not only are we as a nation going on $35 trillion in debt, but individual lives are being destroyed by basically what we are seeing because of the Mad Max printing of money, okay? That's Mad Max. That's Doomsday for you. So, here's the interesting part. This should have really grabbed your attention. As of this morning, is it the Swiss National Bank? Am I saying that right? Well, they've already started cutting. It's 25 basis points. But it's the move has already started. This afternoon, you can go to Zero Hedge. That's where I saw it. You can get online and Google everything. I say Google, search it on whatever you want to do. Research it. You're going to see that Mexico, I guess it's the National Bank of Mexico. Am I getting my names right? They've done the same thing this afternoon. That's when we found out. 25 basis points. So I think that it could be a fair assumption that what you have been told yesterday is probably coming. I didn't know either which way. To me, if all the people that I talk to and know personally that are very successful and know a whole lot more about this than I would ever know, they were like, I'll tell you what I would have done. I would have gone up. I mean, we've got to kill this. Is exactly what I was told this morning. We've got to kill this inflation. They've got to. You got one way or the other. But that is not the choice, the decision that looks to have been made. So how does this affect you? Well, very negatively, and unfortunately, you are caught in the middle, and you're paying the price. At what point this really will start affecting us, I don't know. I want to see what you think. Some of you guys out there are bankers and have more knowledge than I do, so I love reading your comments. Clearly, when will it come down the pipeline? That's the question. Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't wait 6 months to start preparing for that, because what if you have a job loss in the middle of that? What if in 6 months we have an entire ushering in of chaos because we are in the craziest year we've seen yet? Considering we're still on the heels of everything that we've experienced over the past 4 years. It's all by design. I do believe that. I think that it's wise that you speak to people around you about these facts. But here's what I'm also going to say in this conversation, because this is the decision that I made today. If you know for a fact that you have been warning specific people in your life and around you over and over to please do the best you can to pay off debt, put some food away, make sure you understand how to protect yourself. Please be preparing. Please be preparing. And they blow you off, they ignore you, or they mock you. It's time to let that burden go. It's time to lay it down. If you want to say something to them one final time, I've said this before, to know that you did one more final time, let that be your last. I'm not saying that if these people come to you in a month and say, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, what do I do? I'm not saying to not take the time at that point and give them some, take a few minutes, make a cup of coffee and advise them. But folks, it's time to take the oxygen mask off of the people over here and to put it back onto ourselves. Okay? If you know that you have prayed and you have prepared and you have been telling these people, and I'm not telling you to sit down and shut up. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm saying don't grieve anymore about these people anymore. You do everything that you can to prepare your home. Because I know, believe me, I know that some of these people are probably close to you. It may be your daughter. It may be your sister. It may be your mother. It may be you know what I'm saying? People that I know that you care about. This is why I tell you to prepare and to prepare and to prepare, and to do everything that you can in your home and in your place, and to try to think outside the box that you might be helping somebody. But we've got to pull it back in. I contacted a person today, and I didn't know that it would be my last attempt. And it didn't go bad. There was no dispute or anything ugly, but I know I got blown off again. Somebody that I personally know. And today was my day. Today was my day. I said, this is it. Because I don't know what you're feeling. Look at the signs all around us. Look at the things. Doesn't it feel like we're experiencing some really strange birthing pains? Doesn't it though? Perhaps we are. Only God knows the time and day of all of these things. But it doesn't take a rocket scientist to go, do you feel this? Do you see this? What is coming? What is coming is, after you finish watching this video, I'm hoping and praying that you're going to have your moment of prayer and time with yourself to think about what I'm telling you and how serious this is for this nation, how critical of a time that we are in. Folks, we're on the edge. We're on the edge. We've been on the edge, okay? Somebody will say, we've been this way for 20 years. You are correct. But there's a difference in standing there and looking around as opposed to like we're hanging off of the edge and we're just hanging on by a pinky. That's what I feel in my spirit. Now, when the final things of eruption, of chaos, or whatever's coming, I don't know. People ask me all the time, what do you think's coming? And I'm like, well, how much time do you have? We can talk about this 75 ways in about 30 minutes. Which way do you want to go with? Because it's all linked, from the election to the illegals, to your rights, to the infighting and division in this country. Now, overall, do I think we're overall divided? No, I think we're the majority, and I think we are actually together. But a lot of people are blinded by a lot of things with the mainstream media and the fighting on social media and between even just on YouTube alone. I'm not participating in that, and I don't want you to either. I want you to back away from anything that is back it on up. Back it on up. Hey, everybody, I love you. Jesus, pray for them. I love you. Go get some beanie weenies. Hey, did you get your freedom seeds? Good on you. You've done your part. You've done your part. It's time to take care of you. Please be getting your house in order. Please be getting right with God. That's our simple way down here of saying that. Get right with God. You're going to need a whole lot of Jesus. Don't deny it. Don't push it off anymore. Because it's amping up. And guys, the worst part about what I'm telling you is this is something, like I've said before, that we could experience for an entire next generation. And typically when you talk about a generation, you're talking about 20 years. As I said the other day, the Great Depression that we went through was from 1929 to basically the end of World War II. That's 1946, y'all. That's 17 years. What will the world be like in 17 years? I don't know. I can guess. The path that we're on right now, I really don't want to guess. Don't let anything stand in your way of you doing the things that you need to be doing right now. You need to be taking every moment to do that. You need to be making personal sacrifices to make sure that you are allocating your funds, whatever funds you have, and making the right decisions with them. Your preps, your medicine cabinet, your skill sets. Please be doing it. Well, guys, I'm going to break because my husband is now officially on vacation, and we're going to be having a very busy week up to next weekend, Good Friday. And from this evening to then, there might be a day or two that I don't make a video. It has nothing to do with me not wanting to make a video. It has everything to do with I'm walking that walk. I'm practicing what I'm preaching to you. I've already made my list and I've checked it twice, and I've already started checking things off, and I'm not stopping. So again, pay attention to the things that are happening around us, yes. And then focus back on your household. Get your house in order immediately. If nothing ever happens, remember, we've all promised each other several times over. If nothing ever happens, I guess we'll meet up. You'll see Patara finally at the beach. James will be in a leopard Speedo, and I'll buy everybody a margarita. Okay, does that sound good? I'd like I'll take a pina colada, but none of the funny stuff in it. I just like the frozen coconut. You don't have to put no funny stuff up in there with me. I'm already funny enough as it is. I'm good to go. I love you all. Stay safe. Pay attention to what's going on. Okay? And don't expect it. I'm sorry to say this. This is the most loving thing I know to say to anybody out there. Do not expect things to get easier, at least for the coming months. And that's being very conservative. Take control. Keep working. Like, subscribe, and share. I love y'all. Stay busy. Be praying. Be peaceful. Be preparing. I'll see you on the next video.